Hello, hello. Thanks for checking this video out. Once again, I'm going to talk about the importance of community, this time from the perspective of health, physical health, and mental health. So, the book, The Community Cure, is a fantastic read if you have any interest in this area. If you have an interest in health, if you have an interest in community, this book is a great reference and model for how the community model can be used to bring about incredible health outcomes. So, the preface of this book really is addressing some of the issues that are coming up nowadays in healthcare and how to how to alleviate some of that, especially through functional medicine. And so within the things that are referenced in this book, all the way from using group visits for things like diabetes education, diabetes support. Um, that is one example that they reference where meeting as a group with a number of patients, I think they usually capped it around, 15 to 16 patients. And then there would be one practitioner. And that practitioner was able to do the billing so that, they could still get payment for that. But they could use that one time slot, 60 minutes to 90 minutes, a group of people meet all together. Then they could also have a couple of health coaches helping out as well. And what they found was that within the group setting, more people got their questions answered because they had more time. And some people asked a question that someone else benefited from and didn't even know that they needed to know that. And so the group dynamic of group learning, like think of a one-room schoolhouse, right? All of these people at different stages and helping one another out. It's kind of what this model is like. And so then you can also see how the community model, when somebody experiences a great outcome, a change in their numbers, for example, um, uh, and then the others get to see and witness that and see that it's possible. And so it's that feeling of, oh, if they can do it, I've been sitting beside this person for the last few weeks during these meetings, and this person's not much different than I am. If they can make that change and see something positive occur, I think I can too. And so it's almost like a contagious positivity, a contagious belief in what is possible. Think about when the first person broke the 4-minute mile. As soon as that happened, other people, it became more of a known, somebody's done it. It broke through a belief system. All of a sudden, other people were doing it. It's the same way with our health. So when we get to see positive examples right beside us, we think, okay, that's possible for me too. So in this book, they also talk about things with mental health and meeting in a group like this and watching the changes that occur when, number one, what I already addressed in one of my other videos was that social aspect is met. So first of all, people are not in isolation when they're meeting in a group. Second of all, then you don't feel alone, right? And you feel like there's somewhere that you belong. That is a basic human need. So when that is met, guess what? Then we can start to move up those levels of trusting and then moving towards self-actualization, which includes having good health. So you can see how this model of working with more than one person at a time can benefit a system like the healthcare system, which is, feeling that imbalance, going through a lot of the what now kind of thing, especially after the pandemic. And it's one way to address at least certain health things. And it's has had great, amazing benefits within the groups that this has been done. And so it is an answer to isolation. It's an answer to, overcrowded situations in healthcare. It's an answer to um, how to get better outcomes for more people at once. It's an answer to efficiency. It's an answer to maximization. It's an answer to work smarter, not harder. And so I'd love if you have any ideas in your own life or whatever you're doing, whether it's personally or professionally, how the group model, the community model might work in your life. I know that I do one-on-one coaching, but I also do group coaching. And when we come together as a group and celebrate one another and what everybody's working on, it's that same thing that I just talked about, that you see somebody experiencing positive change and you feel how possible that is for you, and you acknowledge it, you celebrate it with each other, and it's much more easy to keep that momentum going. There's also an accountability that comes with it, whether it's the medical model I was talking about or like the group coaching model. Knowing that you're getting together again the following week helps you sort of up your game. Like, oh yeah, I'm meeting with them in a couple of days. I said I was going to do this, or I'm meeting with them in a couple of days, and they said I was going to try this new recipe, or I was going to, go for a walk. And so you have that sort of, it's another way of spurring yourself on and following through with something that you had said out loud to a group of people that you were going to do. So hit reply if you have any ideas of how this may apply to your life, or if you've experienced it in your life and what it was like, what the benefits were, what were the outcomes for you. I would love to hear about it. Thanks for joining. We'll be back again with another video on another benefit of community.